Okay, so first of all, we will be seeing this one when we are looking for the discrete phases. So this is our inlet, this is our second outlet, and this will be our ambient. The rest of the code will be acting as a wall, and this will be our fluid domain, total fluid domain. So when we are talking about in order to execute any multi-phase application, or we can say multi-phase flow, first we have to do nothing but the material selection. So first of all, we have to do the material selection here. So for example, default will be our air. We are adding the water through the adding option through the Fluent. So change and create, we can add the water through the Fluent database option and to this one. So after we have switched on this one, we will be going through the different models. First of all, according to the viscous model, we can select the particular viscous model, whether it may be a laminar or turbulent. Then again, we can set the different turbulence model according to our application. Now, when we are moving to the multi-phase flow applications, first of all, we are switching it on. So here we are opting the first the volume of fluid model, and the number of aluminum phases we are setting as a 2. So basically, this implicit body force is used when we have the large body force as compared to the secondary phase. So now when we are talking about the different number of phases, in the phase option, we are setting the primary phase. So it's better practice to set it as a water. So whatever the liquid, whatever the phase material we are using in this one, better to set this name as the same one. So here the water is the primary phase and the air as the secondary phase. So in order to, for the viewer, it is no longer required to set the air only as a water only as a primary phase or the air as a secondary phase. Any one of these two can be set as a primary or the secondary. But in case of dispersed systems, where one will be a primary phase and one will be a continuous phase and one will be your dispersed phase, in that case, you have to make sure that you are setting the continuous phase as a primary phase and dispersed phase as a secondary phase. But this problem consists of the continuous phase, or we can say the continuous system. We are it is not necessary to it is not clearly defined as that we have to set up which one is a primary or which one is a secondary. Now this is a second, we have said phase interaction, and this is a phase interaction setting. So here phase interaction will be, we don't have any mass transfer here. If we have any mass transfer, we can switch on the mass transfer from 0 to 1, and we can set this anywhere. If there will be a evaporation or condensation, cavitation will be there. We can switch it accordingly. Other options will not appear here as we have seen in the slide, because we have not opted for the energy equations such as heat and the heat phase interaction and these things. Now here the major setting in this case is the phase interaction. So here we have to make sure that we are finding the surface tension coefficient between this air and water for phase. So we can set it as a constant, or we can set it as user defined as per our request. If you are setting it as a known, it will not, the two phases will not actually interact with each other. We have to make sure that whatever the phases will be there, oil and water will be there, so that proper phase interaction, or we can say proper surface tension coefficient, we have to set it here in case of volume of fluid methods. So these are the settings from the volume of fluid. Then when we are moving to the next set, that is nothing but the cell zone condition. So in the cell zone condition, we don't have to we not to anything here. Then there comes the boundary condition setting. So in the boundary condition setting, when we are looking for the inlet, so here for the inlet case, if you observe here phases, so in the phase, the default will be your mixture. So when we are over
क्लास चल रहा है अभी आधे घंटे में खत्म हो.
Can you mute yourself, please? Yeah, thank you. So here, in case of inlet, so here we are defining what is our mass flow. So here is the mass flow inlet, and accordingly, it is entering through certain pressure. With a certain pressure, we are defining entering the certain pressure here. Other than that, we are just setting the turbulence setting here. Other nothing to do with that as of now. When we are moving to the next phase, that is important. So our this will be the inlet. So we are assuming that water with a mass flow rate of 20 kg per second is flowing through this inlet. So that certain kind of value we have assigned for the water here. And when we are talking about the air will, as no air is entering here, we have set the 0 as a mass flow rate for the air. Now, when we are talking about the outlet options, first of all, we'll switch it off to the mixture. So pressure outlet we have considered here. That means the atmospheric pressure outlet. The gauge pressure will be 0, and nothing. Only the turbulence settings we have applied here. Now, when we are moving to the air, so our backflow volume fraction. So we have to make sure that the wrong phase should not enter through this outlet domain. So if air, as water is living through this domain, we have to make sure that water will not re-enter again through the outlet. So we have to make sure that air as the second phase only, we are allowing only air to enter through this outlet portion. So that's the reason we have applied backflow volume fraction as a 1. If you observe here, the thing will be appear. Now the next setting, the key settings in this ultimate flow application is nothing but the operating conditions. So pressure, about pressure you are aware. Then the gravity. So we have to make sure that in any case of the multi-phase flow application, you are opting the gravity as a correctly. So but gravity is a necessary phenomenon in case of multi-phase flow application. And next one is nothing but the specified operating density. So here, operating density you can actually assign whichever is the lighter fluid. So in this case, our air is the lighter fluid. So that is the density of air we have assigned here. If the oil and water, whatever the lighter fluid will be there, that density will be applied in case of in that case. So apart from that, there are no other settings need to be done here. Now, when we are saying that this particular option, so these are the other general settings like the solution methods and the controls are here. Now, when we are talking about as we are saying that we are cutting off this water supply after a certain period of time. Here, these are the solution commands, or we can say execute command option will be there. So we have obtained the 1-2 command. So first command will be activated after the 100 time steps. Okay, so so first command will be activated after 100 time steps, such that the defined boundary conditions we can say. So that defined. So here you can actually, this is the command line which we can opt for to convert it into the pressure inlet. So if you remember, our inlet was the mass flow inlet. So our inlet is nothing but the mass flow inlet at the start of the calculation, but after 100 time steps, it will be getting zone. We are modifying this zone type inlet to the pressure inlet boundary condition, and at the same time, after the 100 iteration, we are defining this pressure inlet to the air. That means we are just allowing the air to enter through that particular inlet. So at the start of the calculation, we are allowing only water to enter for that 100 number of time steps. But after 100 time steps, the mass flow inlet will be converting to the pressure inlet, and we are allowing only air to enter into the system, or we can say into the domain. So these are the 2 command lines we have used. Now, in order to patch this one, so first of all, we have to make sure that we are patching this one. So if you observe here, this particular portion is already opted here, or we can say already patched here. We will be seeing the volume fraction of air. Okay, so here black portion, if you see, this is nothing but the water. So this water can be patched in the initial condition. So for that we have to actually mark the certain region. So in order to mark that certain region, this is the sale registered option is there. We are going to the new region. So what kind of region we want to mark, we can opt it as it may be a chord, it may be a cylinder, circle, or it may be a cylinder. So according to that, we are setting the dimensions here. So for example, we are setting this one. So here certain dimensions has been marked. If we are displaying it, so these are the again displayed here. So according to the requirement. So after when we are setting this option, or we can say registering this one, we are going to this initialization one. In the initialization, there is a before that we have to initialize that with the air volume fraction of 1. So let's say we are initializing it. So if you see this contour of the air, so this is nothing but the air is nothing but the air volume fraction is the white portion is the air of the volume fraction 1. So this all the domain is occupied with the air. So as we have marked that particular portion, we will be just patching the volume fraction. We'll go to this option, nothing but the patch under the initialization option. We'll be opting for the phrases air volume fraction. Volume fraction of air will be 0 in that particular marked region, or you can say patch region, and patch. So that means we are allowing the water to patch in that region, because air volume fraction we are opted as a 0 value. As you can see here, we have patched the air here. So the black portion is nothing but the air as a 0, and the white portion is nothing but the air as a 1. So now we are opting for the run calculation here. Now also apart from that, we have opted the volume fraction animation. So and the animation actually, when we are setting the animation, make sure that we are not setting this for after every one iteration, every one time step, because it will take a lot of time to save each and every time step animation at animation file, or you can say a frame at each and every step. So we are make sure that we are opting it at after the certain time interval, and accordingly we are setting the volume of on which animation we want to see. So that we are seeing the volume of fluid control, so that it will be displayed here. So here we are opting for almost 700 times steps. In case of 700 times steps, so the total run hour here, this will be the transient run. So total run here will be our for 1.75 seconds. So total simulation run will be for the 1.75 seconds. And remember, we have opted for the change of the inlet boundary conditions after the 100 number of time steps. So we'll just observe in that time. As we have opted the animation from the, as we have opted here the animation, this is nothing but the, so you can observe here after certain number of iteration, or you can say a certain number of time steps, this will be progressing. If you have opted the time interval or time step interval over here as 1, and it will be updated at each and every time step. But as we have opted it for the 5 iterations, 5 time steps, it will be updated accordingly. We have completed almost 56 number of time steps here.